They said her temperature was like way above average. So in my mind, I'm thinking she either have a flu or flu-like symptoms. So they told us you don't normally you're supposed to stay at home for 2 weeks before you can come at this establishment. She said that she had the flu and went away, and she still, even though she still had these flu symptoms or a high temperature in that matter, they told her to come back the next day, right? As there was like 3 or 4 other people before me in the line seeing this same lady. It was just one lady, mind you, one lady. So when it was my turn, I asked her, can I replace this chair with the other chair and the other section? Because it was only her. You know, she gave me a real bad, mean attitude, like look at me. And I told her, well, she had a flu. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at me. So the whole time she was just like disgusted to me. You could tell she was just disgusted to me. And knowing me, I'm just like gonna ponder over it like, did I do something wrong? Even though I know I didn't do anything wrong. Because I don't like altercations and, people being angry and stuff like that towards me, and especially if I know I didn't do anything wrong, but I don't want them to feel a certain way towards me or whatever. So as I went in the back and stuff, I didn't really say this, but the guy who was with the woman who's supposed to have a high temperature, because I knew before we got in the back, they put him right next to me. And I was like very concerned about that. So I said my opinion, and there was another lady. She just said, you ain't have to do all that. You ain't have to do all that. I'm like, do what? The lady said he had a high temp. The lady told the other lady at the time that she had a high temperature. And the lady that I said that about, she was right behind me, hearing me the whole time. She was like, well, you don't need to put all their business out like that. I didn't say anything to her at the time because, I knew I was wrong. Like, I was dead wrong. Like, just putting them business out like that, even though they did it themselves, but I took it on my accountability, like, yeah, I'm wrong on my behalf. So I apologized, but it felt like when I apologized to the other lady who was doing whatever with me, she's like, yeah, you ain't had to do all that. You ain't had to do all that. But then she kept on saying, you didn't offend me, you offended her. But she said it in a like a meanest type of way towards me. Like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm just apologizing to y'all. It's nothing but women. I don't want y'all to, feel like threatened by me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just apologizing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of women. It's not that many of y'all. Y'all got to deal with all of us all day. I just didn't want y'all day to start off, bad or anything. But the way she was saying it is like, fuck it. Damn if I could, damn if I can. You know what I'm saying? Try to apologize to her. It's like try to extinguish a fire and you can't calm the fire because it's a chemical fire. Like, you can't put it out. You know what I'm saying? So I try my best. But it don't make it any better when the lady talking to other people and, saying, somebody's like badgering you. And they're not saying your name directly. But they talking about you because they saying something that's, stands out, like my appearance or whatever. So, saying, I don't think of it. I still don't, even right now, But I'm gonna tell you later about what I did when I got back home, where I'm at now. But anyways, I'm thinking the whole time, like, I can't get mad at these women. They just women. They're just women. It's only like 4 or 5 of them. 4 or 5 of them. Can't get mad at them at all. Know what I mean? Like, it's just 4 or 5 of them. They deal with us throughout the whole day for 7 days straight. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, I'm been told by other people besides my observation, like, it normally don't be a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm taking to the accountability from before today and even now of today, that it's only women over there. It ain't that many that working there. And they gotta deal with all different personalities come in that establishment all day. So at that time, I'm just like, they just women. I'm not gonna, go back and forth with them. But I'm not also gonna let them, disrespect me. But my realization was, even when they get me off what they had me on, still apologize to them. When I tried to apologize to her, she knew I was saying sorry, but she tried to bust it off like I'm trying to like intimidate her. Like, when somebody try to walk away from you real fast and looking behind their shoulder like you gonna do something to them. Now, remind y'all, they women. Why would I, try to hit a woman in front of a whole bunch of people? Even when we're not around a whole bunch of people, I still wouldn't hit that lady. It's just that, I'm just trying to apologize to you, and you taking it to a whole nother level. And then the actual lady, when I was walking off, the actual lady who, did a temperature on that one particular lady before she left, I try to apologize to her because remind you the story I was saying earlier, that the other lady said, you didn't offend me, so I'm taking, okay, I should apologize to that lady then. That lady's like, have a good day, I ain't trying to talk about it. Like, if y'all making a big deal out of it, I know y'all talking about me. And y'all not saying my name directly. And I know you're talking about me because you're going by my appearances. Like, whatever is in my mouth and woo, woo, woo. Just tell me y'all was like offended. And, I apologize on my behalf. But, but I'm not really wrong. I mean, if you go into an establishment like that, you're supposed to wipe down everything down once a person had a high temperature like that. Because y'all should be thinking, oh, he or she might have flu symptoms or have, COVID or whatever. So they gotta wipe everything down. That's why I thought, because that's what they normally do everywhere else. So how am I wrong for standing up for not just me, but everybody that was in that establishment after that lady left, that they told her to leave? But then when I get back home, I was really angry at them, really, really angry at those women. Because I know God don't want not just women alone, but anybody to get injured or get hurt or whatever. Don't hurt God's children. So instead, I read the Bible. The most Bible scripture that I read was a whole chapter, whatever you call it, was Romans 12. Romans 12, I read the whole scripture. And, I come to realization, even these women made me angry in some type of way or some type of fashion. I can't, not just me, but who, because they attitude might reflect on somebody else after I left. And somebody else might not have the patience or the real power to restrain they negative thoughts and they use it in a physical way towards them. And I was just praying to God, especially before I did this video, that I pray to God that nothing don't happen to them. Because, I'm right here right now, and I'm praying to God nothing happens to that women, because I know that if they gonna act ill will towards me like that, I'm pretty sure they're gonna come across to a lot of people like that. And I just pray that things don't escalate more than what happened to me. And if it was someone else that walks in there, I just pray to God nothing don't happen to them. Even though they did me wrong. And, I said I was just a man that was just being concerned about my health. Just praying and wishing that they be okay throughout this day. Thank you for hearing me express my thoughts and opinions about what happened today. I know y'all probably don't have time, like most of y'all don't have time to listen to me to express my thoughts and reasoning of this. Because, so I had to put it on wax because it was overwhelming me, especially now. I'm still thinking about it, maybe I was wrong and I apologize on my end. Like I said, try to do with them and even trying to admit it on here now. But it just puzzles me that, especially on this is Sunday. This is Sunday. This is God's day, you know what I'm saying? And this puzzles me, how people conduct themselves. And I should say this also, before she told that lady to leave, it was a guy that was in that establishment. He asked her for a Band-Aid or whatever. And, I seen his shoes. And I'm like, wow, it's those T-Max. Because at the time when they first came out, those Pacific shoes, I asked him, was those T-Max? And the young kid, he was just busting me off, basically no, they just Adidas. And I told my homie before I came back to this house, I think those shoes he had on was T-Max. But anyways, the way his demeanor was when he came across with me, I think what I just said earlier, it's funny. I just said earlier this video, right, that whatever me and those two women argument was, I hope they don't rub it on other people and somebody might take offense with that. It's funny because before one of those ladies' altercations, it was me and that young guy. I guess what it is, the energy of, saying whatever me and that young guy was going at, because it felt like a one-sided conversation. And I was just asking a simple question, did the T-Max came out? And he just said it's Adidas. And the way he was saying it, it's he was being rude about it. And then somebody in the back of me, he was like, that he had to be smart to you like that. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, I didn't think of it until the guy behind me still saying, don't whoop him. I'm like, why would I fight him, especially in here? You know what I'm saying? Because, there's a police officer in the back. You know what I'm saying? There's also a police officer in the parking lot out here. So why would I fight him? He's just saying what he had to say. I ain't thought nothing of it. He ain't thought, obviously, he ain't think nothing of it. He left. And I told him while he was leaving, have a blessed day. So I was aiming to be positive throughout the day. But yeah, I mean, that's basically what I'm saying. Like, when somebody gives you bad energy and you don't necessarily bring the bad energy to somebody else when you encounter somebody else. It just, they rub you a wrong way, and then you felt like you didn't like demolish it or approach it to that person who actually was like having an obligation with you. Y'all didn't like try to, you know what I'm saying, settle it out. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have the opportunity because the young guy was walking out the door and I was in the line. You see what I'm saying? So I felt like the energy was still there. And even though if, let's say that young guy wanted to talk to me, if he had time to talk to me, I wouldn't fight him. I just wanted to understand why you coming at me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to know if those the Tracy McGrady's shoe, because they already brought out the Alvin Iverson shoes back last year. Because I was telling my homie about the Crescent Threes, because I used to have the Crescent Threes when I was in high school. So I thought the shoe that the young guy had was the T-Max or the Tracy McGrady shoes. So I guess, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of factors that you got to play across with. Like, maybe that young guy had a bad day because he did ask for a Band-Aid. So I had to, like I was telling my homie when I just mentioned a few moments ago, I'm getting older now, so I have to like think not just my perspective on things, but other people's perspectives in the situations that comes to the perspectives of both sides. Or three sides in that matter, four, whatever. So I had to pray for them, not just those two women, but that young man too. I hope they have a good, safe day, and God bless them.